It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Still 15 yards to go. Second down. Now here's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit
You're punting?
and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't roll it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, you're running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
God damn.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the
What's
Chiefs
Foster? No, fuck no. Take that shit off.
32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there.
I don't want
Working
to
with a 2-score lead 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked
What I got to
Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Mahomes will throw for it, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
I know they're down, one, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Come on, bro.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The KC offense out of the huddle, running for their next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
15. Yellow. Let's go, baby.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
That's how you get positive yards on a college play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into
oh
field
my God,
goal
this is
range
butter.
on 3rd down. Hurts.
Butter. Come on, man.
It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, they worked
He's
me.
going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side.
He better not come back in the game. I just punished him.
Able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their
Well, I
aggressiveness.
was trying to win the game,
If
bro.
they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC.
Dang, I scored
It's
20
the Chiefs
points,
with a
20 to
football
0
ball
in the
with work to
second
do on the
quarter.
scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
I'm going for 50. They got some of that spicy barbecue sauce. Who got that spicy barbecue sauce? You don't know.
The previous run, good
Where'd you
for
get that shit
9.
from?
Here's second and a yard.
Oh,
Mahomes going to
she paid
throw.
about $20 for that, bro.
Got an open man as Valdez Scantling.
You heard me.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This
Damn,
time they
what the fuck
face
is
a
he
3rd and
saying?
2. To throw,
I think it's one of
Mahomes.
Woodmore. No, I think it's one of Woodmore.
They're going to be
I think it's one of Woodmore.
incomplete.
Certainly
So
looked
you
like
do one at
someone was
Boulevard.
very confident in his ability to fit that one in.
Nigga Miles
I would
is
say he
using
was
my own playbook
overconfident because
against
there
me.
wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
I'm still using my own playbook against me. Right, bag.
Mahomes got to have this one. Over the middle,
Bag.
hauled in by
He's
Smith-Schuster.
touching the bag.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Wide open as
Man out here
Watkins, he's
throwing.
got him.
Dang.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
He's on it. He's on it. You touched it. You touched the bag, bro.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh my God, he smoked him. He smoked him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He's
Dime. Hey, Miles, that's a dime right
there.
there.
Lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already,
Next to the
it
button.
actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted
Yeah.
for the touchdown.
Skittles in there, Sour Patch Kids in there. That's all that was in there. There was 2 bags of Sour Patch Kids. That's all that was in there. It's
KC
Skittles.
offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the
said the
fourth
same
quarter, this
shit.
one pretty
It's
much
all
out of
chocolate
reach,
in
Charles.
there.
I know they're going to be disappointed about
I
several
don't know what
things
I'm
with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds,
I
they've
don't know.
had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be
Oh, that shit
something
on the
they're going to
floor.
discuss
I don't
heavily in
know.
the
I
film
seen it on the
session in
floor.
the coming days.
You're absolutely right about
I don't
that,
know.
partner, because they're going to have to sit down
I didn't know he had a white bag.
watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
What the
and
fuck?
that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere.
This
This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Damn, I just picked the wrong fucking play.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot
So,
convert, and they turn it over.
oh shit, turn over. Oh my god, I'm going for it like I
Fourth
said.
down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's the grinder.
They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the
What the
clock.
fuck it
That's
don't?
a
It's in
bad
the
thing.
bag.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to
Bro,
stack
you
a lot
touched
of
the fucking
scrimmage trying to
grinder.
stop any type of a running play.
All right, bro.
Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get... And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
I don't know, bro.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Hey, Miles, I know he ain't just quit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And all these excuses.
Right around the 25.
I'm picking somebody else next. We got into my food game.
So a net gain of 1 there.
Tierra said hi.
The Chiefs offense
He's losing right now.
to
Don't
begin
mind.
this drive. Well, this game
What's
has
he
no
again?
shortage
What's
of
he at?
offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out.
Raj, everything is user, okay, bro?
They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
The engine turned off or
40-yard
something.
line.
Because I'm whacking these niggas. There be no concussion protocol.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Let's go.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hey, 43.
Now it's Mahomes again. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
No, you don't take this off.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
How the fuck we take it off?
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
He wide open, bro. Mike Epps, bro. Come on, man.
They pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
That's what I was
and
looking
this
for.
will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here.
You complaining about it, though?
I don't think that they need
to
score
my 60
again,
points.
but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
You took the last one out?
Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just
yeah,
because
you took the last one out.
They can.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it always feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Teddy.
I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.
Let's go, Teddy. Onside kick.
In that situation, now, good luck to them.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up.
Why do they make you run up the field automatically? Like, that shit is so fucking gay.
They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the
bro, these niggas just made me run up the field, bro. I was trying to run sideways, fool. I was trying to run sideways. They made me run up the field.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Then I'm lagging, bro.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Wow.
Interception.
I threw a touch pass.
Past the 20.
Fuck out of here. You ain't scoring today.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down.
Oh, shit. I'm winning. Why the fuck I do that?
2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game. As they stop the Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
Out of bounds.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's already across the 50. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Here's Sanders.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Hurdle him.
And a
Ball
strong
game.
run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Told you, I'm going for 50 fucking points this game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score
Let me see an invite march.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Let me see an invite.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
You go pick the Eagles, bro.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they work this out past the 25. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.